Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're going to be talking about what exactly we're going to be getting in the Season 8 update. Now, I've been looking in all sorts of different directions, from leakers, from in-game stuff that I've been playing in Save the World and Battle Royale, and some of my own theories which are going to be put in this video. Also guys, if you haven't already subscribed, maybe consider subscribing for the latest Fortnite Season 8 map changes, storyline content, and anything big that's going to happen in Season 8, you can expect it straight on my channel. It'd be awesome for that 50% of viewers who watch my videos who aren't subscribed, maybe to consider subscribing. It'd be awesome to see you guys return, and thank you for joining me today. Now, I'm going to be going through a variety of different points in today's video, with the first one starting off with the brand new Save the World layout. You can see in the thumbnail I've used this little screenshot here, and the reason I've done this is because I have a little theory that maybe we're going to be getting a few extra Save the World additions into Battle Royale, and that possibly could be to do with elements. We've seen the fire element and the ice element, and in Save the World there are a variety of different elements, but I'm going to leave that theory there and just put it on hold because I've got so much more which I want to dig into in today's video, and you guys can take that theory whatever you want to think of it, but it's just a little theory I came up with and thought I'd mention straight away because it's pretty cool, because we have that element thing going on in Battle Royale at the moment. Shout out to everybody on screen right now while we load up into the Battle Royale side of stuff. You know, thank you for everybody who's been using my support creator code. If you would like a shout out in future videos, remember to go and send me a tweet to @postboxpat or join my Discord and send me a screenshot of you purchasing something using code postboxpat, and you will have a chance of getting a shout out in these future videos. Don't forget guys, if you haven't already grabbed the Cuddle Hearts wrap, make sure you go and do that today because it is the last day, and if you're watching this video after today, unfortunately you will not be able to grab this wrap. Okay, so to start with, we have had a variety of different things leaked on this battle pass which are relating to a water type theme within Season 8 or maybe a future season. So we jump through this battle pass, you know, the first sort of section, 7 tiers, doesn't really hint anything other than a snowman which potentially looks like he's melting, but not really, so you know, we can move on from there. This one doesn't show anything related to a water theme. Again, the next page doesn't show anything relating to a water theme. The next page after that doesn't show anything, and we can keep going through until we find something that relates to something coming in the future, and you will start to see it as we go further in. We start to see we've got the moth hint which hinted towards the moth skin which we received, and we keep going through, and now we have here a porthole, leave your mark. So, you know, interesting water theme hint maybe right there. As we keep going through, the battle pass does also hint a few other things as well. We have the sun, which could indicate that the whole map is going to get melted. We also have the melting snowman, which again could hint a water theme coming. And as we keep going through even deeper, we start to see a few other things as well which are water related. We will go back through as well. We've got this one here, the baited one, which kind of hints a little bit like the fish stick skin, but another water theme right there. We also have the octopus, which is another water theme, and again there are other things in the battle pass which I just want to quickly pick up on, and that is this one loading screen right here with the volcano in the background. Could this be hinting maybe a potential volcano for Season 8? I don't exactly know, but these are all the leaks, rumors and theories that are going around in the community at this moment in time. We've also had a bunch of hints in the item shop. In today's item shop we had the brand new Deep Sea Dominator and also the Deep Sea Destroyer, and while we're here in the item shop I was actually tempted to buy one of these because I thought the skins were very nice and a very steampunk design which could hint something in the future of Fortnite Battle Royale. So we have all that going on with the water theme, and we also have a bunch of other topics which I want to pick up on in today's video. As you can see on screen right now, here are some Save the World screenshots which are from different elements of the map. We have a brand new theme which potentially could be introduced to Battle Royale, which is a Wild Western theme. I feel like that is a big potential for Fortnite Battle Royale, having that Wild West kind of like look around the map, especially it goes with like Calamity and stuff. I know it should have probably been introduced during Season 6, but you know, sometimes they introduce these things a little bit later, so potentially we could get that being introduced, and it is kind of like a Durburger slash Wild Western approach to it, which I think is really nice. I never actually checked this one out, so these are just a few screenshots I found online, but yeah, it's pretty nice. I do really like it. We've also had a few other Save the World things in the past which got introduced. For example, I did predict the entire sand biome in Fortnite Battle Royale. We originally had a game mode where you had to defend these kind of like reactor type things that you had to place down. I think it was in Season 4, and then I predicted that that sand biome would be introduced into Fortnite Battle Royale. I was correct. I predicted many things in the past, and I can't can't list them all, but I could list a few of them, but I'm not going to do that in today's video. But you know, it's pretty interesting to see that prediction is correct. I don't think a Wild Western theme will pop straight in on Season 8, but I do think it will pop in eventually in Fortnite Battle Royale, maybe around this section of the map. I do believe Season 9 will be a summer type theme, so I'll mention a little bit about that towards the end of the video. But for now, let's carry on with what else we have moving around in the community regarding leaks and stuff. So with all these kind of earthquakes taking place, and also this screenshot you can see on screen right now of the potential burning like location at Wailing Woods, I feel like that is what we're going to be getting mainly in Season 8. Something to do with these earthquakes is obviously going to have an impact on the map. We've obviously seen a leaked map for Wailing Woods, which we could potentially get in this season. I don't think we will. I think it'll be more of a Season 8 thing, and I feel like that's only a template. I don't think that's going to happen now because we only have a few days left to Season 8, unless they do extend it. You can see when I go on the challenges, we only have 5 days left up there at the top until Season 8 is actually released, so we haven't got long at all. And the earthquake cracks are absolutely everywhere now, all over the map in different locations. You know, I could fly around going over all these cracks. I don't really want to. You guys probably know most of the locations for them. We even have one in Salty Springs right now, and loads of other locations as well. So it is really starting to expand around the map, but it is mostly concentrated in this side of the map where Wailing Woods is. So that's why I personally think if there is going to be some sort of, here's the one here by Salty Springs, but if I do think there's going to be some sort of major map change, it's going to be in this corner of the map. And obviously we had that hint with the leak of the map as well being burnt, so that is something there that hints towards Season 8. We also have a few different things with the volcano and stuff. Apparently the lights have turned on these hills again. You see that little fire up there, potentially kind of like a little light in the distance. Is that hinting towards something? Is it hinting towards maybe the Fire King summoning in something? Is it hinting maybe towards a volcano erupting? To me, that sort of light in the distance, which we can see right there on screen, that tiny little thing, potentially could hint. I do think it's on purpose, but I feel like the Fire King is calling someone in, a little bit like when we saw the island in the distance get like rose, or kind of like appear. I don't think it really rose from the sea, but you know, it appeared, and that's the same thing that we're going to happen here. I feel like if I had to predict what's going to happen, I don't know if this is going to be true or not, and I'm not 100% agreeing on this, but if something is going to happen, I feel like lights are going to slowly start to appear all over this mountain, as if the Fire King is calling an army, and that's going to happen over the next few days or so, or maybe someone's trying to signal to help them because the volcano potentially could erupt, which is right there, which again could cause a big change to this corner of the map, hinting towards the Wailing Woods actually being burnt down. We also have the bunkers as well. This could also indicate finally the bunkers taking part in the Fortnite Battle Royale storyline. I personally think these bunkers, we have two of them now, one in this area here and one also located all the way behind Polar Peak on the little island over there. I personally believe that these bunkers won't actually take place till a later season still, and these will still just be remained under here as kind of like an unknown item. One thing to do note though is the underneath the bunker, it does have that little dark glitch texture which sometimes renders in like you just saw it, but it has rendered back to its normal texture, which again could hint maybe to a lava flow over this side of the map. Do I think lava is going to flow on the map? That's something that I'm going to discuss in a future video when I talk about a Season 8 trailer, which will be coming out very, very soon for you guys. But other than that, that's what we have regarding map changes which are currently taking place. We also have something pretty interesting for you guys regarding planes. Apparently, planes will be vaulted in Season 8. Interesting, because I feel like planes are at a perfect stage now. I don't think they're overpowered. I think they fit the map. It does make sense for them to get vaulted, but not 100%. And why do I say that? Because these little outposts on the map, I do feel like every single outpost will be taken down. I also feel like zip lines will be gone for Season 8. I'm not 100% sure on that. I feel like it would be better if the zip lines stay, but these outposts which we had over the entire map during Season 7 update will eventually be removed from the map, and hinting the idea of maybe planes being removed. That again being said, does that mean that Frosty Flights could also be removed? If planes were to get vaulted, that would mean there'd be a map change at Frosty Flights, because there'd be no point of having Frosty Flights if planes couldn't be used, or if planes weren't able to fly from it. So could that hint towards a water theme with the idea of this section melting? Yes and no. Frosty Flights could still stay as a main location, or could just get revamped into something else, but you know, it could get flooded as well, and that could get it destroyed. So interesting thing to note there. We could also slowly start to see this iceberg melt, and this could be the first location to fall off. You know, when you look at this, it's kind of on a edge really, so it all could melt this section and fall down. We could see the entire section of the map over here leading up to whereabouts I'm flying now, so all to the right of me could all be melted down and destroyed, leaving Happy Hamlet still standing because it is a great location to land. We've also seen a few leaks in the past. If you guys are big fans of my channel, I had a render glitch once over here which actually glitched out the entire area to a section almost like there was nothing here. A lot of it was destroyed, so something interesting right there that potentially could happen in the future as well. I still have a few other little theories for you guys that could be popping into the Season 8 storyline / map changes / entire game change gameplay, really. So take a little look at this on screen right now. Tanks. Tanks have been in Save the World for a while. Tanks are a very small vehicle, very compact, and already are in the game in Save the World files. They are stationary and they are hidden in underground bunkers. These tanks themselves don't actually have any part in the Save the World storyline and do not move at all, other than they're hidden underground. Will these tanks be introduced into the Fortnite Battle Royale map in Season 8? I don't know exactly. Again, we do have the tank over there, which potentially could foreshadow the future of tanks. I don't really know on that one, but it potentially could. I don't think it would, though. It's funny that that tank is aiming towards the brand new Tilted Towers building as well, which potentially means it could get destroyed by either an earthquake or a tank shot, which apparently has been leaked, that it's going to get destroyed. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, so we're not 100% sure on that. But we'll have to see exactly what is going to happen with the tank itself. We also have the Stone Men to mention. Now, the Stone Men have been kind of playing a huge part in the reaction to what's currently going on the map. And currently, they're kind of calling for help. Could that indicate something to do with the battle between fire and ice? And will that battle between fire and ice really take off in the Fortnite Battle Royale universe? It fits perfectly on the map. We have on the left hand side of the map the Polar Peaks side of the map. And if you didn't already know, Frosty Flights and Happy Hamlet actually extended the map and made it a lot bigger. So if they were to be removed, or for example just Frosty to be removed and cut up to Happy Hamlet, the map would go back to its original size. Roughly, not 100%, but roughly. We also have Wailing Woods itself is a perfect location to be opposite the Ice King. You know, Polar Peak, where the Ice King is located, Wailing Woods in that top right corner of the map. They're perfect. They're like battling each other. And that's why this location could get completely changed into some sort of fire thing. And maybe these stone people will remain. Maybe they will be here still reacting to events and kind of things that are going on in the map, really. We saw the Stone Man himself react to so many different things, from Polar Peak, from the events, and from everything really throughout Season 7. He's been reacting to it all. So it really has been one of my favourite parts of Season 7, just because of the reactions he's played, and it'd be a shame to see him go. I hope he does remain during Season 8. We also had the final thing which I want to show you guys, which is the Paradox skins, or that's one of the names of the skins, and we also have these on screen. So take a little look at them. It's just a little figure of 8, which shows a dragon inside of their stomach, and it is showing 8, which hints towards Season 8. Could this mean that the dragons will appear during Season 8? I am not 100% sure. There are a bunch of theories going around, and I've said this in the past, that Fortnite themselves are following TV shows or things that are trending at the same time, and that could link to Game of Thrones. With myself being quite a big fan of Game of Thrones, I've watched it for many years. It is quite an older series with 18+ rating, so be careful if you're going to watch it, but it's an enjoyable series when I watched it, and it does have the idea of fire versus ice. We've seen the dragons be removed, and in Game of Thrones, if you don't already know, there are dragons in Game of Thrones, and potentially we could have an ice and a fire dragon in Fortnite Battle Royale. So maybe these dragons have been removed to hint towards the future of something that's going to take place during Season 8 or after Season 8. We're not 100% sure just yet, but the eggs have been removed. We can't confirm that they're dragon eggs, but if they are, they could have a huge impact on the Fortnite Battle Royale storyline. That's everything with me regarding the Season 8 leaks. I really do hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you are new around here, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button, that notification bell. It'd be awesome if you guys could stay tuned for daily Fortnite content and also get up to date with any map changes or any storyline changes which happen during Season 8. I'll be your #1 source to cover that for you guys. I really do hope you guys have enjoyed, and once again, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and this is postboxpat signing out.